Hello, hi, welcome. How's it going, everyone? My name is Mitchell Mander, and if you're someone that is coming across this video slash stream for the first time, like you're just seeing it after it, obviously the stream ended. Again, my name is Mitchell Mander. I do this type of content. I do regular gaming streams as well, but I talk about the Pokemon Horizon series. I talked about the Pokemon Journey series in the past, and yeah, you should totally sub to the channel and like the video and all that cool stuff. I would really appreciate it if you did that. Before we get started here, I'm going to get some stream music on. We're going to start with Al Delfino from Super Mario Sunshine, a game that I need to get back into playing again because I have taken a little break from it. Anyways. Let me know if that's too loud. Anyways, hi everyone. Looks like Taiwan was here. Thomas is here. Apparently, Fizz is here. What do you rate this episode out of? This wonderful episode that had some recaps in it. I'm gonna wait until some more people show up, but I have a few thoughts on this one. Hope you're all doing well tonight, having a good night or day wherever you're at, all that cool stuff. Anyways, who's all here? You got 4 people watching. I imagine that Fizz is one of them. Maybe Thomas and maybe Kaiwan. Yep, I figured that you were here. You need to get a pop filter. Okay. Okay. I'll consider it. You mean this? Is that what you're hearing? I like to pick up my mic, so there's that. A pop filter, okay. Okay, I'm noted. I'll consider it. Anywho, it's been about 4 minutes since I started. I'm gonna give it maybe a couple more minutes for people to show up. If not, I'm gonna just start talking about the episode. At least 2 more minutes, and if no one shows up, any more people show up, I'm gonna just get started with the review. It does seem like we have a decent crowd here. That feels good. Hello. Clawliz, excuse me. Welcome. If you had to be one, a Deku, a Goron, or a Zora, who would you pick? Probably Zora. I don't know. Out of the 3 Playmos from Majora's Mask, that was probably my favorite. Goron is also pretty nice too, but I like swimming. What's up, Thomas? Alright, real quick, I'll answer this question and we're going to talk about the episode. Which evolution is your favorite? I've always liked Espeon. I'd probably say Espeon. Interesting. We all know what Fiz's favorite evolution is. Hello, Obama. Thank you for joining. Jolteon's pretty cool. Flareon was the weakest one of the 3 from the original evolutions. Gaiath Boladale. Hi, welcome to the stream. Do you ship Liko and Roy? I do not. They got more of a sibling vibe going on, in my opinion, rather than a boyfriend-girlfriend thing. And I think it's a little too early to do that type of stuff, but that's just me. Besides that one little moment back in episode like 5 where Roy got up in Liko's face and she misunderstood the situation. That's about it. You have to consider the staff just came back from summer vacation. It still had yeah, I mean, even considering that, I still don't think this was a very good episode. In my opinion. We're going to get into it momentarily, though. That's fine. That's fair. Just to me, I didn't really care for this one. And I'll get into why in a minute. Will Roy catch the Watero? I don't know. I'm a little nervous, to be completely honest. We'll get into that in a little bit, though. Once we hit the 10-minute mark here, I'm gonna go over the episode. It's gonna be a little quickie review. Opinions on the episode, we'll be getting to that momentarily. Alright, now that enough time has passed, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start talking about episode 13 of Pokemon Horizons. the picnic episode. Yeah. So once again, yeah. So like the first part of this episode was kind of not really that not entertaining in my opinion. Basically, the ship is down again. It looks like Dot has to download some stuff for the ship, basically get it back on track. So they decided to have a picnic, which pretty much just advertises the the sandwiches picnic mechanic or whatever it is from Scarlet and Violet. Which, yeah, I will say the first half of this episode I did not care for. It was boring in my opinion. The recap stuff was kind of unnecessary as well. I could have done without that, but it wasn't until around the halfway point of this episode where things kind of like actually kind of change a little bit, with Roy chasing the water owl that actually took his sandwich. And to be completely honest, I wasn't really too happy about that part. It just the water owl and Boy Coco basically get into a shouting match. And that's when Roy realizes that it's away from its flock and is curious about it and goes back to it. Whereas Liko, on the other hand, she wanted the old man and Dot to be involved at the picnic, but they're back at the ship, kind of just maintaining it. That's probably the best part of the episode, just because she's considerate and actually gets out like stuff for them to eat. And it's funny because Dot ends up sending basically a picture back to Liko. It's kind of funny because Roy and Liko took a selfie and sent it over to Dot, and later on she sends a picture back to her, and it's her in the Nido Thing costume, and Liko still doesn't realize that Nido Thing is Dot. And it's funny because the other explorers know her identity, but they're like, yeah, we'll just let her figure it out on her own and stuff like that. But the very end of the episode is kind of where things kind of get interesting as we go into the next episode, as it ends in a cliffhanger, just like what Horizons likes to do. Spinal's there, and he's about ready to launch his attack on everyone. And also interrupts the ship because Freed walks in and realizes that, yeah, it's still like downloading. Dot's updates are still downloading. It hasn't made any progress, so they're still stuck there. And then it goes down, and Dot is like, wow, this ship may never fly again because of what just happened. And that's pretty much where the episode comes to an end, on a pretty dire cliffhanger. So for me, I'm not going to mince my words. I know some of you guys enjoy this episode, but for me, I did not care for this one. Again, the first half of this episode was boring, in my opinion. The picnic sandwich gimmick, I guess they were trying to advertise the games. Well, they were having some issues behind the scenes. But I didn't really care for it. I don't know, I felt like it was a bit of a waste of time, in my opinion. Until we got to the latter half of the episode. That's kind of where things kind of picked up a little bit. The best parts of the episode for me was like Liko reaching out to Dot and the old man Ludwig, I think his name is, and that was the best part of the episode. Also Freed and Murdoch, I like their conversations. I like how they're basically the dads to Liko and Roy, so that's kind of nice. And also, obviously, it's pretty clear that there were some production issues going on with this episode. Besides the recap stuff, there were some clear moments within the episode where you could tell where things are off, which is a bit concerning. It's almost like, maybe the series should be seasonal, but, I digress. If they're going to keep running into these issues. I hope that they resolve it one day. But, yeah, this episode to me wasn't that great. It's probably the first episode of Pokemon Horizons I consider to be a bad episode. So we made it 13 episodes, and we finally get a bad episode. So I think that's a pretty good streak so far for the series. Journeys, on the other hand, had a couple before we got to this same point. But for me, I'd say, I know Lumia's trainer Zach gave this episode a 3 out of 10. I would probably maybe rate it more like a 3.5 or 4 out of 10 myself. Maybe give it some bonus points for Liko, Liko and Dot growing within this episode, and Roy having a little bit of growth too, I guess. But yeah, this episode wasn't that, in my opinion. But the next few episodes, though, I think things are gonna get better. So yeah, for me, the episode is like I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 10 myself. Pretty bad episode in my opinion. But yeah, I'd say Zach was a little bit harsher than me, but yeah, neither me or Zach. I think some other people didn't like it either, so I'm kind of in the same. I'm kind of agreeing with them as well because I literally was not entertained. Like I remember just the first half of this episode, I was just sitting there like I'm falling asleep. This is like not good. And then when it got more interesting, I'm like, okay, things are gonna get better. Hopefully, the Roy Foy Coco and Waterol stuff didn't really do anything for me. I still hope that he catches the Pokemon. I feel like maybe next episode will kind of lean in that direction, but it seems like Spinal's about to attack, so I feel like Roy capturing Waterol won't work out for next week's episode, considering what's about to happen. There's a chance that maybe this Waterol actually ends up playing a crucial role in maybe getting Liko's pendant back, and then maybe Roy captures it after that. That's like me just like I guess hoping for like a good scenario there. That's like a best case scenario right there. A worst case scenario, it ends up leaving after this episode, and Roy doesn't capture it. He just helps it out, and that's it. And yeah, I'm at that point where I'm like, I really think that Liko and Roy really need to start like at least getting their next Pokemon like really soon here. We're about ready to head to Galar. I was kind of hoping maybe one of them would get like a Pokemon or two. I mean, I get that X and Y has filler, but it doesn't really make it like good though, dude. I mean, technically, this episode isn't like it's like it. Yes and no, because it does feel like they're taking their time and kind of like filling in space. Whereas the latter part of this episode kind of connects for the rest of it. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really like the X and Y fillers myself, so besides a few. But yeah, if Roy does not catch Waterol, that is like a crime, in my opinion. I feel like this episode didn't really do the best at building that up, but we'll see how next episode goes. Do you want Ash to come back? Controversial opinion. No, I do not. I think at best his best chance is a cameo within the series, but like I kind of feel like they advertised the previous series to be like his final like chapter within the Pokemon anime, so I feel like it'd be a little cheap to just bring him back so quickly. That's just my opinion. Anyways, I mean, even if I binge watch the series, I still don't think this episode would do it for me. Hi, Ross Wilson. Welcome to the stream. Everybody, welcome Ross to the stream. I just feel like at a certain point, Liko and Roy like need to expand their team a little bit if they're gonna be, competent. Get a little bit more competent. Like having the one Pokemon, I think, is going to be more detrimental to them, especially if they're caught up in situations. Like, obviously, their Pokemon could evolve, but, like, we kind of want to see their teams. I mean, that's one part of Pokemon I don't think that... Yeah. I get that, dude. I'm just saying this episode's just not good. I understand that there's going to be good and bad episodes. This episode is just bad, so that's just me, though. Did you not talk about that we learned that Orla built the ship and it used to be her grandfather's and she made it fly? I did not talk about that. That's actually kind of neat. Maybe we need some more, maybe we need an episode for her in the future, because that'd be kind of interesting. It's Pokemon Horizons, a series English dub coming soon. Probably. Probably this fall, I'm guessing. Probably Netflix. I'm calling that Liko will catch Psalm and Galar, and that's her first capture. We'll see. It ain't the Marstop episode, but okay, I'll give you that. The Marstop episode, yeah. This episode is like better than that one for sure. Not to mention that was only half the episode. The other half was the stupid Team Rocket segment where they were like watching certain scenes. That, yeah. I don't want to talk about that episode. I'll get mad. I do definitely think they'll eventually catch more Pokemon, but given how much time has passed, I get the feeling that maybe these characters may not get a full team. We'll see. Mad About Blue was the first... Mad About Blue was the Frost Journeys episode? Could you elaborate a little bit on that? Hold on, guys. Mad About Blue was the worst Journeys episode. I'd probably say that second episode, that's probably second worst in my opinion. Marstop episode is the worst, followed by that one. That one was really bad too, the Blue episode. Yeah, don't you remember the one episode with where Go caught the shiny Voltorb and it led to meeting those guys that liked blue Pokemon and stuff like that? That episode was really bad. I can't even remember. I think I was like nice to that episode and gave it like a 3 out of 10, but I think it's more like a 2 or 1 in hindsight. Oh, why do these streams end up with us talking about Journeys? Let's talk about Horizons. How about this? Let's steer the conversation in a better way. What are your predictions for the next episode? Yeah, as a last thing I will say when it comes to this episode, it is better than some of the worst Journeys episodes. And with that, I'm done talking about Journeys for the rest of the stream. I mean, I get that. I was expecting like us to stay in Paldean because Iono was coming. So I was expecting us to be in Paldea at least for a little bit longer, at least a couple more episodes, and then we'll go to Galar. So Paldea is getting good representation so far. Yes, I agree. We're at least spending a decent amount of time before we go on to the next region, which I think is the way to go, in my opinion. That way we get to go to all these regions and we spend some decent time there. Freed gets driven into a corner and we get the scene, yes. Do you think Freed's Terror will be dragon type? I don't know. That would be pretty neat if it was. Knowing Freed, he would do something like opposite, where it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if he did something like it's water or something. Who knows? Does that calm your worries about Paldea so far? I mean, sure. I mean, it's so far so good besides this episode. I'm guessing dark type because the Behem. Maybe. Maybe the ancient adventurer will be Liko's grandmother? That I'm not sure. Isn't the ancient adventurer named Lucius or something? Maybe she's like a descendant. That's a possibility, but I don't know if it's her grandma. It'll probably be dragon to represent the game event, maybe. Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if like Liko is connected and that she's actually like a distant, like, you know, descendant of the ancient adventurer. I mean, that's a possibility. Maybe that's why the pendant is protecting her specifically. Oh, hey, look, Emerald's here. Hi, what's up? I heard it wasn't the best episode. Yeah, it wasn't. This is the first episode in Horizon that I'd say is a bad episode, but it's a pretty good streak. It took only 13 episodes to reach a bad episode, so that's a good... We're doing good so far. If like it took this long to have a bad episode, in my opinion. I wonder if Spino simply gets the pendant or both, the pendant and Liko. Does he know that Liko is connected to it? I don't know. I think he's been monitoring them, so he might have a suspicion. Maybe he's seen that and like saw the stuff that was going on, because he did witness them basically get teleported into that alternate dimension where they talk to the ancient adventurer. I think, at least. And he witnessed all the stuff they were doing, and then so he probably has an idea, I guess. Maybe. Who knows? I don't want that to happen because the series will have Chosen One syndrome. That is true, but I feel like that might be the direction we're going in. And maybe Liko eventually has to, you know, step into that role. We'll see what they do. I don't know. Do you find the explorers annoying? I've talked to someone who said they're annoying and appear too often. Like, they haven't been in here for a while until we got Spinal. That's a very interesting opinion, because I want to say they haven't appeared as much. And I don't mind the explorers so far. I mean, Amethio is an edgelord, but I mean, I don't have any other problems with them. Konya is my favorite. She's got a personality that I like. The one guy that I can't remember his name that's with them, I don't really care for him. He's probably the only annoying one. And then Spinal so far has been pretty cool. I mean, it seems like he's going to be a very interesting villain. And it seems like he's going to at least succeed and get independent for a little bit. So there's that. And the way he's going about it is actually pretty interesting, cutting out their communication and all that stuff. So yeah. Even Zach said it. Yeah, he said on Twitter today, he's like, rare Pokemon Horizons L or something like that. I thought that was funny. I'm like, yep. So hopefully it is just rare L's. Bad number 13 strikes, lol. I don't mind chosen one trope. It matters if it's executed well, I agree. We'll see how they do it. If they go that route. So Mitchell, repeat what you said last night about what you said about the possibility of returning characters. Really? Do I have to go over this again? I said personally, in my opinion, like, I don't want like returning characters to come back. I want them to focus on characters that either have never been in the Pokemon anime before, or characters that we skipped over previously in previous gens. Like, obviously, Kabu was coming. He was a character that did not appear in Journeys. So, I would rather the series focus on characters that we've never seen before rather than, like, an older character. And if they do go the route where a character does come back, I want it to be a character that never came back in Journeys. For example, Brandon would be, a good example. But that's just my opinion. Anyways, someone on Twitter said that Liko will get the pendant stolen by force and kidnapped, possibly. Liko being the descendant of an ancient adventurer is a bit convenient, in my opinion. I mean, yes, but the series does have some convenient tropes and all that stuff. Like Dot being a Nido thing on the ship. Small world, I know. Zur, I found him annoying. Yep, me too. That's his name. See? I don't even care about him. His name's Zur, apparently. He just hasn't done much. Anyways, before I continue on. Hi.
Hi.
Everyone say hi to Matt.
Hello, are you streaming?
Yes, I'm doing my Pokemon streamed.
Right, yeah, I'm gonna be cooking if that's okay.
Sure.
Alright.
Something about not caring about Raihan B and Alistair. Yeah, I wasn't really the biggest fan of how they were handled. Alistair's okay. B was had a lot of promise in the beginning, but I feel kind of fell flat towards the end with her final battle with Ash. Raihan, they could have done a little bit more with him, in my opinion, but I don't really want to talk about Journeys. I kind of said earlier that I'm done talking about Journeys, so we're not talking about it anymore for the rest of the stream. Anyways, I found it funny how you said you didn't care for the gym leaders. Yeah, I mean, that's my opinion. The ones that were shown off. I just don't want them to over-focus on Liko Roy. Like, both should get the spotlight as their dual protagonists. Agreed. Can you say it again? I'm leaving a dislike. What did I do? Leave a like, please.
Yeah, leave a like now.
If we meet one of the original anime characters, do you think they'll be the same or different? Like Professor Oak. I mean, it seems like it's set in the same universe, so I'd imagine it'd be the same character. Would you like to see what everyone thinks about this? I don't know. You guys are commenting so fast, I'm having a hard time keeping up. Let's be real, though. The explorers have drip. Agreed. Imagine not caring about a character. Really? Are we really going this route? I don't find him annoying. He's just a grunt guy. Yeah. I just don't care for him. Yo, Matt. Emerald says hi, Matt.
Hi.
The explorers are cool. Yep. Nessa. Yep. Let's talk about Journeys. Let's not. Oh, God. Really? Nix? That's what I mean. I think Professor Oak has to be shown at least. We'll see. You talk too much. You talk too much. How about that? Didn't think about that one, eh? If he does show it, should Be the same one? No. Yeah. Nick says hi.
Hi. I don't know if they can hear me from here.
Goliath Bola Dale says hi too.
Hi.
Alright, let's chill next. Yeah, you better say hi, Nix. Sure, Nix. Fizzle Wizard is Nick, by the way. Look, Emerald, I don't mince my words. I'm not opposed to getting my opinion changed, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, everything's just a 10 out of 10. You know, I like everything. I mean, if I have a criticism, I'm going to give it. I mean, just because I'm criticizing something doesn't mean that I don't like it. I think criticisms are a good thing. It can improve the final product. Or, like, improve stuff in the future. So that's just me. Alright, see you later, Nix. No more attorneys talk. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, the preview shows Liko and Murdoch are going somewhere together, so maybe Spinal will strike at the moment where Liko is separate from Freed. Probably. Yeah, I will say this, like, yeah, just what you're saying right there, Emerald. It's very barely give much a 10. I mean, for me, if something's a 10, it's like really good. Like the writing is solid. Like not only the writing is solid, like animation is like very good. Like everything is kind of like hitting the nail on the head with everything. A perfect. Well, I don't want to go back, but this will be the last time we talk about it. Yeah, I would agree with what Fizz says here. 10 out of 10 means top notch with a few flaws. I would give the Lola episodes before the Masters 8 a 10 as well because they were both really well executed. The Lily stuff was a satisfying conclusion that I literally was like, if you go back and look at my videos from 2019, I literally was like wanting like a solid conclusion for that. I had been going on about that for like forever, and to finally get a good conclusion, that actually made me genuinely happy. There's one thing the previous series did right, that was it. But yeah. Now we're for sure not talking about the previous series, which I am not naming. Are you friends with Lumio's trainer, Zach? I am not, but I follow him. I don't know if he's aware of me. Did you see the poster that released? Yes, I did. I like those posters that they throw out there. Amethio's probably coming back at some point. But, yeah, Iona we know is coming very soon. But Kabu was the surprise. That's like a character that I don't think people were like, no offense to him, but people weren't exactly looking for him. I think Nessa is the one that people are kind of going to be like clamoring on about. But Kabu should be interesting. We'll give him a chance. I'm not saying that like I dislike him, but because we haven't even actually like seen him in the anime, so we'll see how he goes. And Matt is making dinner in the background. Okay, sorry about that. I just got a text I was replying to. One request I have for this series is that champions and Elite Four members are seen as borderline untouchable again, like in pre-journeys. Yeah, they probably will be. Speaking of which, we got to see the Elite Four for Paldea. Hopefully. They better not skip out on those characters. Or else I'll be mad. I'll get mad. So what do you think of what I wrote? Like, they will show Kabu, but the other Galar gym leaders are in the background, just as like stills to say they are from Galar. That I would not be a big fan of that. I would like to see gym leaders we didn't get to see previously. I'm on my hands and knees. Nessa, please. Please. I'm trying to think who else maybe. Maybe Gordy, maybe? That'd be pretty cool. And Melanie. They should appear too. If Nessa doesn't appear, the series immediately loses 10 points. It's a 0 out of 10. I want to see Hassel as an Elite Four member and Larry as a gym leader. Oh. I'm pretty sure a certain somebody here would like to see Larry show up in the series. I mean, he is the best gym leader, so. From Paldea. He's just a hard-working, blue-collar worker that just so happens to be a gym leader and an Elite Four member. If any champion is to be evolved, it would most certainly be Gita. Yeah, she's probably going. Like, they can't skip over her. Hopefully, she's shown to be very powerful in the anime, considering she wasn't exactly a very challenging boss or champion in the games. Larry should get the most focus. Agreed. They could actually utilize Larry pretty well, in my opinion. Like, Liko and Roy show up, and he's like, oh, I gotta deal with these kids. Okay, I'll help you out, I guess. And King Gamut is her ace in the anime. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be a good way to show off that Pokemon. No, like, they still show the old ones, but then they show the last ones they didn't show just in the Kabu episode to acknowledge they exist. I'm still a little unsure if I would like that. I feel like they're not going to do that, though. But who knows? Maybe they'll be like, yeah, I'm one of the gym leaders in the Galar region, and it shows all of them, like, one by one. They could do that, too, but who knows? And they could be like, hey, guys, we didn't forget about these gym leaders. They exist. They're just doing gym leader stuff. Hey guys, this is the Galler gym leaders, and they exist. Okay, bye. Then they never show up again. We may see Galler gym leaders that were skipped, and that's all I get the feeling. The Paldea cast will take more prominence. Yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, I would agree with that. It'd be cool if we went to the Isle of Armor, but that's more so on the potential hopes list. Not expecting it, but if it does happen, I will be pretty happy. Also, Bede didn't appear in the anime. Like, what was up with that? Like, really? Why? Imagine if Bede was Roy's rival. I don't know. I don't think that actually would work. I don't think that would work. The dynamic there. Who's another character that didn't appear? The DLC. Some of the DLC characters didn't appear. They could make an appearance. I guess for this segment of the stream, what are your thoughts regarding potential Galler characters? Do you think they'll show off the characters we missed? Is there other characters like Zinnia from Hoenn that never appeared in the anime? Do you think she has a potential of appearing? What do you guys think? We got 8 people here now, so I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Also, hit that like button if you haven't already. Hee hee hee.
I'm not sure if it's biased, but I really want to see Geeta. She fascinates me. Yeah, I'd be up for her showing up in the series. That would be really cool. I want to see more Nimona, though. I feel like she'll play a bigger role later on. I want some returning characters that we've seen before, but put more focus on the ones we missed so we get a balance. That's fair. I just say focus on brand new characters, at least for this first year. When we get into year 2 or 3, you might want to start wondering if certain characters are going to come back or not. Oh, hey. Look who's here, everyone. Jeff X is here, who also liked the video. Welcome. Everyone say hi to Jeff. Hey, Matt, say hi to Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Yes, focus on characters that were missed and the Paldea ones. We don't want things to be overloaded. Is that what you mean? Are you at Joe's now, Jeff? Overcrowded. Gotcha. Not yet. We'll leave in a bit. Gotcha. I didn't actually watch today's Bleach episode, so I'll probably have to watch that tomorrow. I was going to try and do that before I left tonight. Getting pizza 1 sec, then I'll bring up what I wanted to discuss. Okay. But yeah. Anybody else got thoughts? Some thoughts? I guess I'll give the floor to you guys. Anything you guys want to talk about regarding this episode, or anything for the next few episodes? Bad thoughts?
I think we need some good thoughts here. Don't y'all agree?
Hee hee hoo hoo. Here's a theory. While the crew are out on Galar, or in Galar, there will be some scenes focused on Luca interacting with the Paldea cast, because there's so many. That would be interesting. She's a very mysterious character, so I guess we'll find out what her agenda is, if she has one. You know, I will say this, whether an episode is good or not, can we all agree that speculating for the series is actually pretty interesting, considering we don't know what's going to happen next? I think that's the best thing about this series. You just don't know what's coming next. Could go from Galar to like Johto or something, or go from there to Unova or something for like 5-6 episodes or something. I think that's cool. I say that because she's mysterious, but also because she's a teacher. Gotcha. Hey Matt,
What's up?
a random question.
What's up?
What was your favorite Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet, like new?
Shoot, I don't know.
Sorry if I'm putting you on the spot.
Hell. Honestly, I changed my opinion so many times while I was playing, but I might have to say Iron Valiant.
Iron Valiant. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's a hard one for me. There's a couple that are pretty cool. I have to really think about it. I guess while people are in the chat here, what's your favorite Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet? If you got nothing else to chat about, we could talk about that. And maybe if they'll appear in the series. ES Fizzle. Chin Pao. Matt, what's your thoughts on Chin Pao?
Chin Pao. I'm Chin Pao. Pretty neat. Makes me feel sad for Weavile fans, though.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah. It was basically just, they nerfed Weavile, and then they made a Pokemon Weavile about 100 times better.
Oh. I see.
Yeah.
So Weavile basically became irrelevant.
Yeah. Like, really relevant.
I see. That's sad.
Oh yeah.
I can easily imagine Luca talking with the rest of the school facility. Actually, yeah. That I didn't think about that. That's actually cool. That might be our connection to some of the school teachers and stuff in Clavel. Maybe down the road. Maybe Arvin too. Walking Wake looks pretty cool as well. Yeah, Walking Wake's cool. What is the name of the Pokemon that's the future variant for Volcarona?
Iron Moth.
Iron Moth. I like that one.
Yeah, I like it too.
That's up there.
Yeah. I feel like the community at large really needs the future Pokemon.
Mhm.
It's sad.
They just have neat designs.
Yeah.
Walking Wake though.
I actually never got Walking Wake.
Oh, you never did that raid?
No. I don't know, I kept forgetting, and I didn't want to bother you. So you have Scarlet and I don't. It's alright, though. I don't play much anymore anyway.
Yeah, I'm waiting for DLC at this point.
Yeah.
Iron Hands. Oh yeah, Iron Hands. It's pretty cool. Something funny that happened last night. I watched episode 13 sub directly after watching a film called The Whale. Oh. That's interesting. Isn't it the movie with what's his name? The actor's name escapes me at the moment. Brendan Fraser, that's who it was, the actor that was in it. Yeah. Brendan Fraser, yep. That's gonna pick up on the mic. Oh well. I guess you can hear Matt making his dinner in the background officially now if you haven't already. You might want to put the fan on in there. I'm gonna move away. It was excellent but difficult to watch. I see. I'll have to, if I ever have time, I'll watch it. So here's a topic I want to bring up. Okay, shoot. You can set sensitivity in some audio software so we won't hear it. Is that... You'll have to show me how to do that. Because I'm not exactly an expert at this stuff, dude. Movie, as I'm sure many of you know, around this time would be the release of a Pokemon movie. Did you see JPR's video about the Pokemon movies yesterday? I did, actually. It makes a lot of sense that they would stop them. I feel like it's going to be a little while before they actually do movies again, because if the normal anime is having production issues, I can't see them having like the ability to make a full-blown movie. That might be it might be one of those cases where they have like an animated movie like every like couple of years or something. We also have a brand new series with brand new protagonists, so maybe they're waiting it out to see if maybe, things work out with Liko and Roy and we get a movie focused around them or something. Who knows? Okay, what didn't he mention, I guess? Well, I'm not sure because they didn't do movies with Ash and companions from Gen 6, 7, or 8. That is true. However, they could, very well deviate from that and do something with Liko and Roy. You never know. Personally, I think it was a little bit of a crime not to do at least one movie with the Lola gang or Go or whatever. Alright, I'm gonna move over here so hopefully it doesn't pick up as much. I think the movies are busy focusing on AU Ash. Yeah. Though they kind of stopped that with Secrets of the Jungle or Coco, whatever you call it. Another thing is that they still did promotion distributions like last year. They had Japan vote for the movie to show in theaters from what movies they already made. I just don't think that it's in the cards right now, especially with the production issues at hand. I think that's probably like the biggest factor of all. Like if the normal anime is having production issues, I don't think they'd have the manpower for a movie right now. Or it's gonna be a little while before we see one. That's just my theory. I think this year, though, they haven't announced anything yet. Usually they announce it, well in advance, though. I think that's, they used to announce it at the end of every movie that the next one is coming or whatever. And then you'd get details, a couple months later or something, so... I think the earliest you'll hear about a movie is probably around December or something. At this point. I don't mind the lack of films focused on the anime. Seems like the better choice, agreed. See, I'm not really a big fan of the movies myself, and I never really was. Besides a few. There's a few that I like, but I'm not the biggest anime movie fan myself. I have a few exceptions when it comes to that category. But I would prefer if they just stuck to Horizons for now. No vote to see what movie gets shown in the theaters last year or distributions. Oh. And we still have the Detective Pikachu sequel in the works from what I remember. Oh yeah. That's a thing. And a new game. That's a bit of a surprise. I'm not really like the biggest like fan of the Detective Pikachu series myself. The movie was decent, but I mean, if it's something that you're looking forward to, you know, hey, that's for you. Really, no movie for Detective Pikachu as far as we know. Like, nothing that is set. Yeah. If anything, it's like maybe in development or something. If there is a new game announced, then a sequel might be coming. We'll see. It's to be seen still. I want more Mystery Dungeon. I like the game. Want to get the new one. Okay. I mean, for me, it's not my thing, but yeah. I've kind of slowed down on like other spin-offs when it comes to the Pokemon franchise. I'm mainly just sticking to the main games and anime at this point. I kind of pretty much stopped playing Pokemon Go myself. And I don't really play Masters that much anymore either. But yeah, I just stick to mainly the main games and the anime at this point. At least for now. Gotta say though, that video of a purposely broken Detective Pikachu game killed me. Oh. But yeah, this would be the week to get a new movie if things were like the old times. Yeah, I was gonna say that's around this time in Japan it comes out. It's always around this time of year. Around my birthday, ironically. Anyways, guys, is there anything else you guys want to discuss regarding, I guess, talking about the movies like we were saying, but if there's anything else like regarding this episode or Horizons or anything, the floor is yours. We'll probably go on for a little bit longer. Then I gotta get going here. Give me a second, everyone. Okay, I'm back. Will you watch Pokemon Concierge? Is that the series that's gonna be on Netflix? I currently don't have Netflix, so I wouldn't be able to watch it. I mean, it looks neat. I might check it out. I did get one event Pokemon from Japan, the Coco movie distributions, actually. My friend that lives in Japan got me the codes. Oh, that's cool. I think from what I've seen data mine, we might be getting a Mewtwo movie raid event in Scarlet Violet. Maybe they'll announce it soon. Really? I'll definitely watch stop motion Pokemon. Sounds neat. Yeah, I'll probably check it out at some point. Give me a second. Yeah, it will evolve Mewtwo. Mew 2. Or Mew as well. Have you ever seen that video? Yes, we know you're Mew as well. No, I'm Mew 2. Yes, we know you're Mew 2. We get it. There's Mew and then there's you. Mew. Yeah, I'm Mew 2. We get it. You're both Mew. No, I'm Mew 2. Have you ever seen that, Emerald? If not, I'm going to link it to you before I head out here. Or leave tonight. But yeah, next week the SDCC panel, episode 14, and the announcement of some kind. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Do you need me to do a video on that if an announcement comes out? The other big thing I mentioned in a comment to JPR is the Pikachu shorts. Remember those? Yep. I do. You don't know, actually? I got something to share with you. When the stream ends, I'll send it to you. So be on the lookout for that on Discord. Oh, you're taking off clothes? Alrighty. Thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure having you here. You're awesome. Don't be a stranger. Come back anytime to any of the streams. I'm wondering about those shorts. Like, they stopped doing them. I think around the early 2010s, right? I kind of stopped paying attention to the shorts, if I'm being personally honest. I have to go and look that up at some point. But, do you guys have anything for me? Anything else? I know there's 6 of you watching right now. Woolly World music. You knew about how they would air them if you ride the special Pikachu airplanes, I believe. I think I vaguely remember that, honestly. That's like... I know what you're referring to, it's just been a while. When will you and Emerald do another collab? I mean... I don't know. Maybe when, maybe a discussion, maybe down the road sometime. Maybe if something major happens. Or if we do another tier list. Sometime, like, down the road, if we ever do one again. I'll link a video about that, because there's a video I found talking about those planes. Okay? Okay. I mean, we kind of did collab recently, Mario Kart Bro, earlier this week. That is true. Technically, our Mario Kart ones are collabs. There's an Eevee plane? Really? Hey, Matt. You know about the Eevee planes and Pikachu planes? I don't think he can hear me. He's busy with his dinner. Making his dinner. Okay, is there anything else, guys? I think we're kind of coming to pretty much the end here, so. Got something to say, Matt?
Alright, the deed's been done.
Gotcha.
Yep, that's what I made.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, looking forward to eating it.
Yep. Anything to say to Emerald and Nick?
I don't know if you heard me in there when y'all said hi, but hi. I'm off to go eat some pad thai. Alright, have fun.
Yep, I'm gonna wrap this up and then I'm heading out. Just an FYI, so probably in a little while I'll turn the light on so I'm not blind when I come home.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of those shorts were never shown in the US. Interesting. My phone isn't the best for VCI. See, I use my laptop and my phone, so one of these days we'll get Emerald and Jeff on a call with me and Nick. And then I think we can have it. I think you can have it so that like Discord picks it up on your end, and then we can like you can hear our voices on your stream too. There's a way to do that. It took me a while to figure that out, and I'm still learning how to do stuff myself. Eventually, I'm going to learn how to shut these noises out so you guys don't hear it as prevalently as you've heard it in this streamed. I wonder how many will become lost media, though. Yeah, that is true. Hopefully we don't lose a bunch of it. There's already one short that was not shown again because of the scandal with a voice actress. Oh. I don't know if I've heard about that one, actually. Like Japan goes extreme if you do drugs. That makes sense, yeah. I mean, little things like that can get people, like, ejected from roles. Didn't, like, Raihan's VA, like, cheat on his wife and he got basically, like, he lost, like, all of his VA roles that he had, including Raihan, if I remember correctly. Yeah, just put it in the Pokemon chat, and we'll take a look at it when I got a chance. Yep. Yeah, they take that stuff seriously. Yeah, I think when this stream ends, I'm gonna find that video and send it to you, Emerald. The Mewtwo one. I think you'll get a kick out of it. It's funny. I'll tag you and Nick in it. I do have to use the restroom after this ends, still. Oh, I'm not sure about the roles if he lost them. I know he lost his... I know they replaced him. Like, we had a different VA for Raihan, if I remember correctly. And, like, other roles he had, he got replaced from what I remember. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. I'll have to, like, go back and, like, research that to make sure I've got my facts straight. I'll definitely tune in. I can't wait for Kabu and Iona. I'll definitely tune in. Yes, you better. Okay, anyways, I think I'm going to wrap this up. Coming up here. Is there anything else regarding this episode and the upcoming episodes leading up to our visit to Gatler. That's the last call for it. I know there's only like 4 of you guys here now, so. Question, do you have any of the Pokemon anime and say DVD? I might. I would have. I stopped collecting DVDs like a very long time ago myself, so probably no. I might have like 1. And I don't even know if I have it anymore. Might be at my parents'. There's a lot of stuff that I left over there. I actually own the Mampy movie, the manga of it, and the Pikachu short that came with it. That's neat. That's my favorite movie. What's yours? Personally, that's a hard one. I always like Spell of the Unknown. That one was pretty good. I enjoyed the Lucario movie. If I had to pick a personal favorite, it was probably A Spell of the Unknown. Everyone's Story was a good recent one. Of the new recent AU movies, I mean the ones I watched, I guess, which would be just that and I Choose You. I'd prefer Everyone's Story. That one was pretty good. I never got around to watch Secret of the Jungle / Coco. Never got a chance to watch it. I might watch it like one day if I ever get a chance. I imagine it's probably on Netflix. Really? I think Nick likes the Entei movie. I haven't watched Coco. Yeah, I just haven't had time to watch it. I'm just so busy nowadays. It's hard for me to keep up with anything. I haven't watched today's Bleach episode either. I'll watch it tomorrow morning, I guess. But, I did see a decent amount of the Mewtwo evolution in Japanese. I watched a very brief amount of it at Joe's house, actually, because his kids were watching it. I watched like a little bit, and then we like went downstairs or whatever and hung out, and then went back up, and the movie was pretty much over. Jeff was there too. He was watching it with them for a little bit there. He's like, "Yeah, guys, Brock's my favorite." I'll be reading the Minotaur story tomorrow. I don't know about a review. I'm just gonna like emphasize this again. I'm kind of moving the channel away from reviews. We'll see. I haven't actually read it or like looked into it. I've been kind of trying to stay spoiler free from it until it releases on my Shonen Jump app. But I'll read it tomorrow and I'll give my thoughts probably on Discord or something. Now, who knows? We'll see. Yes. Okay, I would still like to hear your thoughts though. If anything, I'll give my thoughts on Discord. If I don't make a video, I'll at least do that. But anywho, this is gonna be the last call here. I think we're gonna wrap things up here in like a minute. I gotta use the restroom here, and then I'm gonna send this video to you. I apologize for the noise in the background. I'm 60 years old, so technology ain't the easiest for me to understand, so I'll figure it out sometime. Maybe I'll get the 57-year-old to help me out, aka Fizzle Wizard. But, Anyways, guys, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Joe is 69 Emerald. Jerome was 69, but he's 70 now. How old am I, Mitchell? Mitch, I can't remember. You're 58, Jeff. I think Nick can help you out with that. The 57-year-old. Are you at Joe's now? Did Jerome see the last episode or this one? He saw the last episode, but I don't know about this one. You know, it's funny, I completely forgot about Jerome. I'm going to message him on Discord and right now and I'm going to message him right now. Did Metapod show up? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jeff. No Metapod still, to my knowledge. The second I see a Metapod, Jeff's getting tagged. We aren't in Kanto. Alright, there you go, Emerald. I tagged Jerome and the anipoke chat on Discord, so look out for that whenever Jerome shows up in chats there. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I gotta get going here. I'm gonna go hang out with my buds, Joe and Jeff. We're gonna hang out, probably play some Mario Kart or something, and just chill. It's gonna be a fun night. But yeah, we'll end the stream here. So if you're still in the chat, thank you for joining. Have a good day or night wherever you're at, and I will see you all later.
Bye.